We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. We're currently in Tuscany getting stuck into numerous renovation projects before a stream of visitors start arriving in a few days' time. We have a lot more to do, but just a couple of days before our first guest, my dad, arrives. This is the TV he's bought. It's huge! While Carlo has been doing the TV, I have been giving this bench a makeover. This is one of the benches we got for €40 in one of the second-hand shops. It was originally dark brown, and now it is old ochre, same as the desk, and I think it looks a little bit better like that.
Stiamo per comprare un divano, anzi l'abbiamo già comprato.
Hai già pagato?
No, non ho pagato ancora.
Ma lo stai già portando in macchina?
Sì, lo stiamo già portando in macchina.
So he wanted a second-hand sofa for our TV room that we are now putting together. This one is €250. It's extremely comfortable. You can definitely sleep on it. And it hasn't got a mark on it. It's just a neutral colour. We'll probably put some throws over it and some nice cushions, and we're done. And this is one of the reasons why Carlo wanted to make a roof rack for the Suzuki, so he can do things like this without having to wait and pay for delivery services.
Ti serve un bastone per la vecchiaia? Non sei così vecchio, amore.
No, but I found this, which obviously looks horrendous, but I think I can do amazing things with it. I've got a perfect little lamp shade to go on top of that, and I've been looking for the right size lamp base, so I've got to take it to the till and see if it actually works.
Vai!
Ecco.
Ah, funziona allora, che bello, grazie!
We saw these vases as well, and we asked how much they were. Unfortunately, they're already sold, so we can't have them. The nice big Persian rug here, you always have to unroll them and see if there's a hole or a stain or anything, or a rip in it. Looks like it could be in good quality, that one, but we don't need another rug. There's an old grape press. We were so inclined to buy one. And a lovely old wooden cart, which I would be tempted to get in the garden and put flowers in it, but I can see that it has already been sold.
Quello che mi piace adesso di questa macchina è che posso comprare qualcosa e portarla subito a casa, non devo aspettare che me la portino, così risparmio anche per il trasporto.
Piano! A test run in the car park.
Troppo veloce.
Sei partito come una razza! Devi andare lento, c'è un divano sopra la testa.
Ok.
Now he's checking to see whether he's broken it.
È tutto a posto, l'ho costruito in modo molto solido.
Did you forget that the sofa was above the car?
Yes, of course. Ma anche il portapacchi ha resistito, e anche il divano.
So the sofa is going in the new TV room, which still has a lot of work to be done. We put TV up yesterday and I moved the table there for now. And this is what we did yesterday. So we've got this old bench here that we got for €50, and that was better than nothing. And Carlos sat and watched TV last night. But all of these tiles need to be removed at some point, so we'll probably get that done over the winter. And then we can sit and watch their massive TV. This table will eventually be moved from here and be put somewhere else.
proprio comodo.
Sì, questo è ancora più comodo di quello perché è più largo. Quello è comodo, quelli due uguali, però c'è la seduta stretta, questo si può pure addormentare, un po' corto però.
Hello doggies. It is 10 to 7 in the evening and Carla has decided to start a new project. Now that the pool is finished and the lamps are up and it looks lovely in the evening, we still haven't put anything on there yet, but we decided a while back we were going to turn this pergola into a shady seating and dining area for the summer because it's the only shade in the garden. So he's already taken away the fence that was here because this was a carport before, and we're going to take down this fence as well, and then we're going to ow I just kicked that, and we're going to close it up here so the fence runs along there. The reason this is all closed off is to stop wild boars coming in at night time. Let's go and give him a hand.
Mi passereste quella pizza gialla di là. Adesso devo togliere. Se ce ne ha messi 10 di questi cazzi.
It's rapidly getting dark, but Carlo is determinedly carrying on, making a hole. So we're going to join up the fencing, which goes all the way up there and all the way down there, which effectively is supposed to keep dogs in the garden and wild boars out the garden. That's handy. All the drive lights have just come on. Now we can see. It is getting cold and it's nearly 8 o'clock and we haven't had any dinner, so I'm going to go inside and make something to eat and he can finish doing this tomorrow. The next morning, Carlo put the finishing touches to the fence and I drove to the airport to pick up Harry.
Hello, Harry!
Hi, mate. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Granddad! I know! Yeah!
There's your local drink. So you can help yourself.
Cos'è?
Bread from Sainsbury's.
Oh, ok.
Bigger pots for the corners with some plants and...
What are you going to do with all these, Carlo?
What, the
You're
olive?
going to make oil?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to have an olive crusher here?
No, we take it to the nearby one,
Yeah.
and they will press it for us, and then we'll put it in containers and bottles, and we'll get Paul to bring some back to England.
Oh, incredible. Incredible, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all going towards the sun, aren't they? The sun's up there, so it's... This is the church, is it?
Yeah. Come to one of the big second-hand furniture stores to show Dad. He's loving it. There's so much to see here. It's really hard. You walk around and you don't really know in which direction to look in. What have you found?
And Andrew Bocelli, it's on metal. They're
It's
posted for
metal.
a concert
Wow.
Opera produced by Scott, 2014, Teatro del
Silencio, that's his amphitheatre in his hometown.
And that's in metal.
Wow.
It looks like it's hand painted. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah. Probably like a tree.
It's not thick.
Are you
Much more than that.
And it's on the marquetry.
Yeah.
They're discussing this huge wardrobe, which has got these terrifying dead people stuck to it.
I've never seen it.
It's €450. It's absolutely enormous.
But the average room is too tall for the average room these days.
We're now in Vico Pisano and we've met up with Marie, who's giving Dad a quick guided tour. Carlo is off with Indy to go and find Lorenzo at the bar.
Haven't we got an app between?
No, I haven't got one anymore.
Incredibile.
Along the castle wall here, you can see all these bushes. Now these are not just any old bush, these are capers. This is where the capers that you have in your pasta sauce come from. In fact, this is the right time of year to pick them, so let's go and see if there's any there. So the thing is, capers are the flower before they turn into a flower. So for example, there's a flower that's dying and next to it we have a little caper that's just about to turn into a flower. But here is one that's still closed. And you want to pick them while they're still closed. Here's another couple. That one, you can sort of see the flower blooming, so we'll leave that one there. There we go.
Guarda quanto è grande questo, Lorena, ma questo,
Prendilo.
questo
Ma
si può
volete?
prendere.
Sì, si sta, quando è chiuso va bene. Vanno lessati, bolliti
Wow,
e poi
che
messi,
differenza.
e poi messi sotto aceto o qualcosa. Ce l'abbiamo in giardino anche noi questi qui. We got in the garden. We used to have a lot of those in the garden. Guarda che vedi, poi aprono e fanno i fiori. È pieno di formiche.
Ma il fiore del cappero, guarda quanto è bello.
Bellissimo. Questa pianta è meravigliosa, guarda che roba. Mamma mia, che bello.
I've got a nice handful of capers. I will take them home and experiment with them. I've never done it before, so I'll see if I can get them edible. Lorenzo's told me what to do. And we're now going to go and sit down and have lunch somewhere. We're actually waiting because we wanted to go to another second-hand vintage market with Dad, but because of the closing times in Italy, here everything closes between 12:30 and 3:30, so we've got a big gap now to wait because it's just 1 o'clock, so we've got to wait some time until 3:30 and then we can go and carry on our hunting for bargains.
Nicki was telling me about the Tuscan tombs.
They're everywhere, yeah, there's loads around. There's some below our house.
Is there?
Yeah, we found out.
I want to see that.
I know, I do too. Apparently they...
Sarà 145 centimetri, adesso non ce l'ho ancora.
We were actually on our way to another place to look at fountains and sinks, and actually more sinks. I don't know if they have fountains in the other place, but we saw this. I spied it out the car window. I said, quick, there's some here, let's stop. And I do quite like this, so we're going to have a think about it and go and see how much the other ones cost and then decide.
Questo sarà 10 centimetri più corta.
Let's go to Luca and see what he's got.
Ok.
We're now back where we got our swimming pool actually, and they've got a big selection of sinks, stone sinks, and there's a few little fountain heads, not as many as we hoped for, but the stone sinks are lovely and they're priced between about 70 and 112 euros, so really not bad prices. So we're thinking about some here. We found a little Bacchus head, which is quite sweet, and there's a lot of things to choose from, and we're going to have to think about it for a while.
The grapes still there, look.
Yeah.
Black grapes. Incredible.
We've brought Dad out for a walk in the countryside and we're very, very lucky. It's supposed to rain all day yesterday when we were in Vico Pisano with Marie, and it didn't. And it was supposed to rain all day today, and we've got streaky blue skies and having a lovely walk with fantastic views. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? And Carla's having a chat with somebody we've just met on the hillside here. And yes, it's a lovely day. We're really having fun. And he's off. Where is he going? We spent 4 days showing Harry around with lots of time in the afternoon for siestas on the terrace. Are you wondering what Harry thought of it all? Let's find out. Okay, so everyone is going to want to know, what do you think of our house?
I love the house. Absolutely love. I love the area. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning area. Not many people around. The scenery is gorgeous. You can see in that direction for 15 miles. I haven't looked the other way yet. It's too far and I can't measure that. There's a village nearby. There's everything you want.
So do you prefer it to Positano?
Oh, put Positano in the. I'm sorry, all those tourists who go there. Yeah, it's lovely to go there, but to come to this part of the world. This is Tuscany. I've been all over the world. I've worked all over the world, and this is my favourite place. I wish I'd seen this 20 years ago. I would have retired here myself. As a lot of British people and a lot of Americans retire here. But it's a stunning country. It's beautiful. Wherever you go, the trees are to die for. Here we're sitting in, it's like an orchard.
It's an olive grove.
Yeah, I counted this morning just walking up the driveway, 200 olive trees. I mean, that's a lot of olive oil, but there we go. So yes, it's beautiful.
And you like the house?
I love the house, and it's so different to what we get in Britain, and this is Europe, of course, but it's totally different to what we get in Europe, in England or Great Britain. Everything's solid. The floors are solid. The roof is solid. The ceiling, the downstairs ceilings are solid. The huge timber. They call them Tuscan ceilings. Is that correct?
Yeah, beams. There's an actual word for
wooden
it.
beams everywhere, with a tile across. It's hard to describe, but it's stunning.
I know what you mean about the solid. When I first went up and down the stairs, I noticed that as well, because I'm used to, in England, wooden staircases.
Yeah, sure, everything echoing.
It's really solid going up and down the stairs.
No, it's really. I'm so surprised because I thought, some things in Italy get a bad reputation. They used to get a bad reputation anyhow, Fiats and all that sort of thing. That's not true anymore. And the buildings. The building standards are very good. There's a lot of buildings up in the hill, they're 300 years old and they're still standing. That is a mark of what it's about.
Yeah.
In fact, the whole area has got a lot of history. And I'm told, you told me a couple of days ago, down below where we are sitting now, there's some Etruscan tombs.
Yeah, down
So,
in the valley. There's quite a few down there, but they're completely overgrown. So,
well, at my age, maybe I'll end up amongst them one day. We don't know.
can you see yourself coming back here to visit more often?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But even the journey here is, wherever you drive, it's such a pretty place. And where we are, or where you are in Tuscany, it's like hills, well, mountains, hills all the way around, and there's a huge valley floor. But yes, it's a place to die for. It really is. I mean, it's not a holiday where I am, but it's better than a holiday. There's everything. The restaurants are good. The food is good. I love going in the supermarkets. I do that anywhere in the world, and the food is so different. Unfortunately, most of the grapes are off the vines at the moment, but we did a walk yesterday morning and we only saw one person in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And he had a gun. We thought he was a guard, but he was one of the locals here. And they had grapevines all the way up the hills beside the walk we were on. And they still had the grapes on, so that's another harvest they will do, possibly before...
Very soon, I should
yeah,
think.
very soon, yes. Because the olives, I mean, there's millions of olives on these trees. You've no idea.
It's
I've
a
never
good,
seen
it's
so
a good
many.
year. If they stay on till the end of October, it'll be a good harvest.
Yeah, and the dogs love it. I mean, you can go out and you can lose the dogs. And the other fascinating thing here, in my garden in England, I have some very tall bamboo, a huge bamboo hedge, and it's about 20, 25 feet high, very high indeed. Here, wherever you go, there's bamboo everywhere, but really tall. All the roadsides have bamboo on. It's just amazing. There's more bamboo here than in the Far East. It's just, and there's even bamboo. I've seen bamboo 2 inches thick down in the valley here.
Yeah.
It's a huge 2-inch thick bamboo. Can you imagine that? They use it for scaffolding in some parts of the world.
Yeah.
But it's indicative of the greenery around and everything else that's here. And everything grows so well. I could get used to it, I promise.
Okay, so we'll get you back here soon then, maybe for Christmas.
That'd be lovely, yes. I hope we don't have any snow or anything else.
I don't think we will.
No,
It hasn't snowed here for a long time.
I did ask you, does it snow here ever? You don't know?
No, it doesn't. It used to. It used to snow in the winters in Tuscany, but friends who live here have said that it hasn't snowed for a good few years.
That's
So
wonderful.
maybe it does up higher in the mountains, but
Yeah.
it's not snowing so much. And I think that we've just warmed up that little bit more.
Yeah.
Like in England, it doesn't snow as much as it used to.
No, the seasons have changed, no question. And I believe this week in the UK, they have a mini heat wave again the whole week. This is, what are we in, the last week in September, I think.
Yeah.
So this, but here is, I mean, the sun's out, it's clear sky, it's just stunning here. Yeah, I envy myself being here.
All too soon, it was time to drop Harry back at the airport. We had 4 days until our next guests arrive. Thank you for watching. Remember, we have a midweek video on Wednesdays over on our new channel, Aperitivo 50. See you next week.